Hello and welcome to the tier list series, and today we are covering SS Rajamouli. SS Rajamouli tier list. All his movies. I have not watched all of them, but I have watched most of them. So the tier list will be based off that. And since you can see I have made some changes in tier list because the top tier is the perfect one, because most of SSR movies are, they are brilliant. So I don't think we need B, C, D or anything below that, because all movies are almost perfect. But since that's the case and we are supposed to make a tier list now, so I'll be putting them there based off how much I enjoyed the movie and how much I think or what I think is the best movie. I have put perfect on the top and then S and then A, B, C. That's fine. And the last one is not watched yet, so the movies that I have not watched will go there. Alright, let's start. And this will be the easiest tier list, I think, because I don't think it will take much of the time. It will happen very quickly, and I don't even have to explain each movie why they are there. You automatically knows why. And yeah, I think it won't take much time. It's going to be very short video compared to my other tier list videos, which were very long. It happens. Anyways, so first I'm gonna put all the movies in the not watched yet. So just so you know that I have not watched this one and this one and this one. Yes, these three movies I have not watched, and rest of all, yes, I have watched rest of all of these movies. At these last three movies at least once. Alright, so anyways, let's go for which one should I pick? I should pick yes, this one, Marada Ramanna. And I think I'll put it in S. That's because it was very entertaining, very comedy. I liked the story wise. I enjoyed my time with it, and it got one of the best scenes in the movie. That's also very brilliant meme, but it's one of the best scenes where it is a song, and when that song comes and there is a scene where all the vehicles goes fly off. It's very epic looking scene. It's a meme, and most people make fun of that scene, which is stupid because that scene was brilliantly executed. It all happened in his imagination. It's not a part of the movie, but that only for that scene that this movie deserves the S. So you must watch that scene. All right, I'll play it here somewhere, so just so you know which scene I'm talking about. Magadira. I think Magadira was the second movie that I watched of SS Rajamouli, but the first movie of Ram Charan. Yes, first movie of Ram Charan that I watched was Magadira, and this was my second Rajamouli movie. At that time, I didn't know who Rajamouli was. This was very back in the days when I was a kid, and I loved this movie. It was brilliant. This also deserved easy as. Anything less than that is a crime. I love that movie. It was first and like initial introduction to Ramcharan's work, and the second introduction to Rajamouli, and I didn't even know who Rajamouli was. So, and the brilliancy of this movie, I watched the movie for the very first time in its original language, that's Telugu, and even though I couldn't understand the language, the brilliancy of Rajamouli in telling the story, and every actor did a brilliant job at all the expression wise and the way of delivering dialogue. As a kid, even though I didn't know the language, I was able to understand everything, which is a brilliant thing. I think that's nice. I like the movie. First SS Rajamouli movie that I have watched, which I never knew it was a Rajamouli movie until after recently. It was this Simadri. I think I'd put it in A. It's a brilliant, fun family movie. The movie gets little violent afterwards, starting off as a very uh, family type of movie, and then it turns take a violent turn. It's not like I hate that part. It's just because I watched the movie as a kid, for me it was too much to take in. But now I can watch it, I enjoy it. It's a A. I don't think anything less than that will make any sense for Simadri. You can always give your own tier list if you don't agree with what I'm doing right now. Alright, Chhatrapati, it's Pravas, it's easy A. Uh huh, it's easy A, no problem with that. I mean, who can question it? Which was the first Prabhas movie that I watched? I'm damn sure it wasn't Chhatrapati. Yes, Bahubali is the first Prabhas movie that I watched. Not the Chhatrapati. Chhatrapati, I watched Chhatrapati after that. Yes. Yamadonga is Junior NTR, and I think the first Junior NTR again. It's a Simadri. Yamadonga I watched after watching RRR in 2023. That's last year where it went. Yes, here it is. Yamadonga. I think it's a good movie, but it's in a B because you know the time have passed. A lot of time have passed, and the way the movie looks or the way the movie is, I think B is perfect for today's time, because now if you see Rajamouli movies, he's improved a lot. Now he make bangers, and I can understand where he was at the initial stage, but he tried to do his best. I still like this movie, but it's like because a lot of time have passed, so you know I won't call it a outdated, just not something that I will watch nowadays. That's all I'm saying. Ega is S. Without any doubt, Ega is easy S. Ega have to be one of the. Actually, Ega is not S. Ega is perfect. Ega have to be one of the movies that's like perfect. Imagine going into the movie and without seeing any trailers and all, and you're just sitting there, you're watching the movie, and there's this cute girl and a good boy, and good boy is trying to get this cute girl, and there's a rich pervert guy who also want this cute girl, and he finds out that this good boy is trying to get this girl that I want, and then he kills that uh, good boy and all. While you're watching the movie till this point, you must be thinking, I mean, it's a cliche movie, all right. Like, yes, I get it, the love triangle stuff and all that. And then out of nowhere, the housefly shows up. And from that moment, the movie takes a full 180-degree turn, and it's now the most intense movie that you have ever watched. Sudeep Kicha, great acting, because he was clearly acting to something that was not there on the set, because Fly was CGI, of course, but brilliant movie. And it's also the brilliancy of SS Rajamouli, because first of all, he made it very believable that a guy got reincarnated into a housefly. A very cliche plot about reincarnation, but the way he used it, instead of the guy getting reincarnated into like some other human, or like, it's a housefly, and on the top of that, he made us feel sad for an housefly at the end of the movie. That's a mark of a good director, and Ega is the second movie of SS Rajamouli that works with the plot of reincarnation. First is Magadhira. That's why this movie is brilliant, because the plot of reincarnation is very simple, very repetitive, and you will get bored after some time. Magadhira was a brilliantly made movie, so it worked there. But for SSR to do the same plot again in some other movie, like Ega, he actually did it brilliantly by bringing in the housefly, because it made the movie even more interesting and more intense, which is why I think Ega is a perfect movie. How many is like? Yes. Bahubali and RR, of course. Bahubali 1 is Bahubali 1 a perfect movie? I wouldn't call it Rajamouli's perfect movie. I mean, I put Ega on the top of Bahubali, which a lot of you people might not agree with me, but I think, I mean, it's my own personal list. So if you have a different list, you can drop it in the comments. Do that. Anyways, it's just my list. Come on. I think Bahubali is a great stuff, and S is where it should be. Perfect list is I don't know if it's a perfect. I mean, I enjoyed my time, and I still enjoy it. The movie have almost all the things right in it. I don't think why I would put it in S, but I think I'm putting Bahubali 1 in S because I like Bahubali 2 more. That makes it a perfect movie, right? Again, you see the reason why these perfect movies like Iga and Bahubali are in that list is because something very simple about these movies that I thought was very brilliantly done because of the director. And since we are making a SS Rajamouli's tier list, I'm using that as a base, as a filmmaker, what he did brilliantly. So everyone knew in Bahubali 2, Bahubali is going to die by the hands of Kadapa. Right? Everyone knew this. Everyone knew Bahubali is going to die. All we needed to know is why he did that, why Kadapa did that, and how it happened. But when that scene comes on where the Katappa kills Bahubali, right, it still hits right on the mark, right in your heartstrings. It's just like moving. You feel the entire scene, even though you knew Bahubali will die. I won't call it was a predictable. I mean, they clearly showed it that Bahubali died, Katappa killed Bahubali. But when that happens, you still feel sad. It's like you're watching, you still feel little bit of shock and more of a emotional because how well executed the scene is. So, and Bahubali is technically a very simple story. Actually, all these movies have a very simple, they are not like brilliantly Oscar worthy, mind bending of the type of story. They are very simple scripts. What I mean to say is they are very simple script which Rajamouli used. It was the storytelling of Rajamouli that made these simple scripts into a brilliant movies. And Bahubali, Iga are epics without any doubt. And I don't think anyone should be having any problem with putting RRR in the perfect list. And I don't really have to explain it why. I will make a separate video to explain why RRR is a perfect movie to me. Alright? Because I cannot explain it in like few minutes or few words. I need to make a full video out of it. So RRR is a perfect movie. Why? Don't ask right now because I don't think I'll be able to explain it just right away. Because there is a lot to cover if I try to explain why RRR is a perfect movie. So bear with that. This is my list anyways, the SS Rajamouli's tier list, and as you can see, like I said, most of the movies are going to end up in the top. That's why I included the perfect one, the S tier, the A, and then B, C are like as usual. And here on the down we have not watched yet. I have not watched these three movies. These have to be very old movies, right? But I have watched all of it and it's like a perfect list. I don't think anyone will disagree with me on this list. I think everyone love. If you have your own list, you can give it. Tell me about it. That your own list in the comments, and also explain why you think this list is either perfect or a right list, or why you think this list is not perfect and you want to make some changes. But anyway, this is my list, my opinion, so here it is. So thanks for watching if you made it this far in this video, and subscribe to me. In future I'll be covering more tier list, almost so many. I will be covering MCU phase 2 tier list soon. I have done phase 1 I will be covering phase 2 soon. So don't worry about that. So, anyways, thanks for watching.